Hey y'all, you ready for a Cancer reading? Flying through the zodiac signs. And keep in mind this is a timeless reading, but the readings are always influenced by the reader and the time in which they're pulled. So keep that in mind. There are biases that happen. And also this reading, because it's timeless, it's also, I want to give you a broader concept of timelessness. This could have happened already. This could be happening now, or it could happen in the future. And also, the other layer to that is that what I'm describing and what the cards say is happening, it could take a week, it could take a year. There's no blueprint or boundary lines for this time period either. It depends on who you are, what you are, where you are, and how you're experiencing this thing. We're all very, very unique. Even though these things are happening, it might be on a slightly different time frame. But you'll find this reading when you're meant to find it, and if it resonates, it's your reading. This is Cancer. This is Two of Pentacles. The bottom card. We'll do 4 cards, and we will do clarifiers with this is the tarot, the Sacred Rose Tarot. We have the Ten of Swords, we have the Two of Swords, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Jesus Christ. Okay. Jesus Christ, she says on Christmas Day. Wow. Okay. Damn, Cancer. I knew this was going to be rough, but damn. Okay. This isn't as big of a deal as you're going to make it out to be. I want to get that out first. Whatever trials and tribulations that you're going through, I want you to keep in mind that you should probably take it with a grain of salt, a big old grain of salt. I recommend immediately, this sounds bad already. I recommend immediately that you go ahead and take up a regular meditation practice. Yes, that's right. Every single day, I want you to meditate your little heart out until you find your place of Zen. I think that you have 2 options here. Your life is going to force you to move in directions that you don't want to go. And I think you can either go with it and make the absolute best of the moments that exist within this time, or you can become really embittered by it. So which will it be? I know which one I choose, but that is just me. All right, Ten of Swords. I don't think I have any Cancer in my chart whatsoever. I do know some Cancers though. Let me tell you, y'all are a bunch of sensitive, sweet people. But I think that's the embittered piece of it, right? So y'all are sensitive, the most sensitive, hard on your sleeve, caring, empathic sort of people. And when you become embittered, that switch makes you not just deny the feelings of others, but deny the feelings of yourself. And when you lose touch externally with your inner ecosystem, it becomes really hard for you to navigate life's challenges. So becoming embittered based on some drama that you might have been put through in your life, I think it's kind of easy for Cancers to shut down. And so when you do shut down, unless you work through it, if you've come to the point where you've survived a lot of pain, a lot of loss, and that then sort of you think you have to shut down in order to function, I'm telling you the opposite is true. Your embitterment to the pain and tribulations of the heart is going to make it harder for you to travel through life, actually. Gosh, hope that makes sense. You got to basically work through your shit, okay? When something happens, let's say you have a death in the family, let's say you're heartbroken, let's say something happens that really lays you flat. I don't care if it's not a convenient time. You have to deal with that shit. You have to deal with it. And the longer you put it off and the more separated from your feelings that you become, it's going to be a shitty time, a really shitty time. So I know that's not what you want. So how about you try and deal with it as it comes? It's going to be a lot better. If anything, Cancer's propensity to turn toxic on situations because they don't process them is the highest of any zodiac sign. Absolutely. It's very easy for you to absorb something and ruminate on it or try to ignore it, and it just toxifies your system, and you might not even notice. It's rough. It's rough. Deal with your pain and your grief and your suffering as it comes. And I don't care if it's not convenient or if you have to, if you have to take yourself out of commission from your life in order to deal with these things. I get it. And by that I mean you seek professional help, you take time off. It's worth it. You guys are special. You have to deal with that. Okay, the King of Pentacles is under the Ten of Swords clarifiers. Strength. Ace of Pentacles. And the Sun. Yeah. There's a bit of this. And I think the older you are, the easier it is to sort of trick yourself, fool yourself into believing that this self-sacrifice will that your self-sacrifice will be best for the greater good. If that's resonating, then this reading's for you. I don't think it's the case. It might feel like that sometimes. Your self-sacrifice is best for the greater good. Like, don't deal with your shit because you don't have time. There's other people to be concerned about. Okay, what do the Two of Swords have to say about this? I feel like, of course, around this time of year, there's all kinds of opportunities to become nostalgic, especially for people who've lost, ways of living that are gone, loved ones, and when kids were babies, and all kinds of nostalgia comes up, and it creeps in, and it sort of can unlock those untapped repressions of feelings. And so the holidays are a particularly important time to keep your heart open to yourself and feel the feels, even though it's hard sometimes. I do know. Wheel of Fortune is under the Two of Swords. That's just literally, I just said all this. This has been so funny because for real. This has been so funny because in all but one of these readings, all but the Gemini reading, the second card placement, I've done the clarifiers for the first card, and I've just naturally explained the second card, and then I pull the cards, and here it is. Here it is. This is the holidays. And that nostalgia it's the time. It's the time for these feelings to come up, and that's why we're talking about it. I mean, it's really hilarious, honestly. And I didn't read. So there's a 5 of cups, and there's a 7 of swords, and there's a 6 of wands. I'm sorry if I didn't already tell y'all that. I know that some people listen to videos. I do for sure, because you don't have time to watch everything with your eyes. You ever, like, I've been doing videos all day, but so I'm getting a little bit slap happy. But do you ever, like, gosh, some days my eyes are just so tired. Well, looking at computer screens, or looking at tarot cards, or looking at, whatever. Your eyes are open like 18 hours a day. It's crazy. I just need a rest. Close your eyes for a minute. I still will. I'll be very stubborn in the need for meditation. Try to go deeper. That's my other advice. Let's say that you even have a meditation routine that you actually do. Awesome. Maybe you do it every day. Awesome. But it's a bit like exercising and stretching. Meditation is. So, you might be used to a specific routine and a specific stretch, and it's not working all the muscles. And then you push yourself a little bit more. Let's say, just for example, let's just say, like, getting into like in yoga, like getting into a downward dog, like just making that extra movement rather than just getting into the pose, the downward dog pose, and just keeping your heels on the floor. Let's suppose you actually bend one knee and make a slight, shift, and then do it on the other side. I mean, I'm just talking about meditation as a way to make your emotional response more flexible and more controlled, understanding, and your contemplation of your next move to always be your first instinct, right? Rather than react. We're contemplative, at least for a split second. I know that's why meditation is it's been such a beneficial part of my life. But then I practice transcendental meditation. And I'm not perfect. I don't do it every day. But the tenets of the meditation and the muscle memory is always there. So whenever I have trouble falling asleep, or whenever I'm having a difficult day, I have my mantra, and it gets me right back into that place. So, meditation. 4 swords. The bottom card is the 2 of swords. Lots and lots and lots of feedback in this particular jaunt around the cycle here, around the zodiac. We have the 3 of wands. And again, this is the 4 of swords. We have the 3 of wands. And the Knight of Wands, the 2 of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. This could mean a lot of different things. This means a lot of different things to almost everybody. And I'm not sure why the universe is bringing it up. I don't want to say anything and get myself in trouble here. Interesting. Okay, I need to just draw 2 more cards on this. I really need to know why I'm supposed to say this. Like, why are we getting so deep into Cancer's business? It was all fun and games. Okay, there's two ways that I want to say this. Okay, there's two ways I want to say this. First of all, if you are partnered, and it's really the only answer is these two options are if you are partnered with someone. So if you do have a person, you're in a marriage or committed relationship, you've got kids or not, you're in it with someone. I think it might be a good idea to let this person sort of help you through this. I think maybe you've been missing some cues, or maybe this person's been trying to help you, or been sort of persuasive about you getting into something or doing something, and you've been resistant to it. And I think maybe try it out with them. The other angle of this is this would be a really good time for y'all to go to therapy and discover discover a deeper meaning to your relationship. I don't know why, but I feel like there's a staleness that doesn't, it's not as bad as Nine of Swords. Like, come on. It's not that bad. I mean, there's I just really feel like yeah, you just might want to just go, say, hey, hun, let's do an audit of our relationship. We've been together for whatever amount of time, and I really want to get to know myself and this process of evolving with someone. I want to get a little deeper into it. Could we explore that? Could we go to, not even a counselor, but you could seek read a book. Yeah, read a book together. There's a really great book called Love Sense by Dr. Sue Johnson that I highly recommend. It talks about feelings of shame and vulnerability, and how those often, coming about in childhood, can be triggered in relationships, and how that if we're comfortable enough with each other to share at that most deepest level, that vulnerable level of our shame and our trauma, then we build a really strong foundation. So I think you have an opportunity for this person, if you are partnered, for this person to help you with this piece and to really make this path towards this higher level a little bit easier. This reading is making me very uncomfortable, and I don't know why. Somebody's watching this. Okay. Oh. Four of Pentacles, and I'm laughing it off, but I'm genuinely like, should I even post this? Whew. Four of Pentacles. We've got the Page of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Listen, the stoicism that you maintain every day, first of all, you're not fooling anybody. You're pretty transparent. People can kind of read you. They know that you're going through stuff, and when you deny it, it just makes it worse for everybody. I'm saying this from my heart. The stoicism that you're maintaining every day is not helping. You have this idea that maybe it'll sort itself out somehow, or it will manifest itself into some type of wisdom for you or something like this. And I really don't think you can do this on your own, whether you have a partner to work with you or whether you have a professional or whether you take a true break. I mean, we're talking like leave your job and go into the Himalayan mountains. Like, I'm talking, take a vow of silence for a year. I'm absolutely serious about this high level of meditative internal investigation. I don't think you're going to do that, but it would be great for you. Just let others in. Just let others into your life, in a serious way. Gosh, I really want to pull a couple more cards because this is the most frustrating read I have had all day. Thank you very much, Cancer. Oh, Cancer. Just gonna pull 2 extra clarifying cards, maybe the bottom card, just to kind of set us on the right track. Give us some, like, I know that you're gonna make it through this, but it really is like one way or the other. Like, you're gonna be fine regardless. What I offer you is a deeper level of understanding yourself and the world. That's what's in the cards. And your penchant for maybe really a level of success versus this embitterment that sort of keeps you static. All right, so the bottom card is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. The time is now. The time is really now to start this important work. It's in the energy right now. Can you do this at any point? Yes. Will it be easier now? Yes. I think these things right now around the holidays are going to bring up some wounds. And whether you heal those wounds or you put a Band-Aid over it until next time, it's up to you. That is your reading, Cancer. I'm going to follow up on you. I'm going to follow up on you and Pisces, because you both have very interesting stories that I really want to see develop. So that's your reading. If you like this reading, subscribe. Thanks.